Hey everybody, welcome to Lost Connection Tarot. My name is Benjamin Snavely, and this is your Daily Meditative Tarot reading for Wednesday, September 23rd, 2020. Today I will be using the Wild Unknown Tarot. It's one of my favorite decks of all time. Oh my goodness, can't even see it, but I got radial symmetry. I got a tattoo of it, the Eight of Swords, love it. It speaks to me extremely well. Let's see how they speak to us today. Let's see what the energy is today for Wednesday, September 23rd, 2020. This will be a 3-card reading, and we will find out the energy of the day. The first card, the significator card. So what is the energy of the day or the theme? Then the second card will simply be, what do I have the most control over? Based on the theme of the day. So what issue, what energy do I have the most control over? That's where we should put our focus. And then what is the issue or energy that I have the least control over? And that we simply want to be aware of, be conscious of, and let it run its course, and simply leave the day while it does its thing. So don't try to control it, just simply recognize it and let it be. All right, so what is today's energy? Oh my goodness. What is the energy that I have the most control over? And finally, what is the energy or theme that I have the least control over? Just let anybody know who is new to the channel. This is for everybody. It's for all signs of the zodiac. Anybody who's listening, this message is for you. All right, here we go. One more time, good shuffle. I also just really like it. All right, cut the cards. Ooh, that's stuck. So, let's see here. Oh, how lovely. All right. You can see it, and you can see my microphone because it's low key, whatevs. Let's just bring it closer to you guys. So, this is the energy of the day for Wednesday, September 23rd, 2020. It is a good day. It means, well, let me just tell you what it is. It's the Wheel of Fortune. So, life is like a roller coaster, right? We have our ups and our downs. Constantly revolving and evolving and moving. You know, sometimes you think you're moving backwards, but really you're just getting forward momentum. Well, the wheels have cranked, and we are about to be in a new prosperous period of just good, positive things happening in our life that starts on Wednesday, September 23rd, 2020, today. So this is a major arcana card, so it's a major theme, and please recognize that sometimes this can be down. And that doesn't mean like the world is going to end. It simply just means like we need to pay attention. And it's kind of like Mercury retrograde. We simply need to pay attention to all of the images and symbols and relationships that we're having. And we need to make sure that we honor them and learn the lessons that they're trying to teach us. Now our blessing is good. We are on top of things again. We're coming out of a dark period, a period of maybe unknown or doubt or anxiety, and it looks like it's going to be more prosperous. So that doesn't mean, just ride and glide forever and always. No, I mean, yes, take a break, enjoy the moment, stop and smell the flowers and things like that. But you also want to think of it as like it is the summer before winter. So even though we're frolicking in nature and we're enjoying the sun and the sunshine and the birds chirping and all that, we still need to plan ahead for the inevitable, the idea that there is going to be downturn, right? Sun and night, or day and night. So high tide, low tide, right? It's ebb and flow. It's energy. And so we're up right now, and we're going to enjoy the fruits of our labor from the past. And now we're simply in a good, prosperous period, but that also means that we need to stay vigilant, and we need to do right actions to make sure that when the crank turns again, we are prepared or ready for the downturn. So tomorrow or today, Wednesday, September 23rd, is a great day. The wheel of fortune has smiled upon us. But the longer you live, the more experienced you are, you recognize that this is just a part of life. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. Sometimes you got a lot of money in the bank, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you are just living the decadent life, right? And sometimes you're eating rice and beans for dinner. So enjoy these next couple of weeks or months and take advantage of it, but also count your blessings, because recognize that it won't be there forever unless you take care of it, right? Plant the seed, harvest the fruit, and then save the heirlooms to make sure that you have a next prosperous planting. Okay. All right. So now moving on to the card that we have the most control over. You have the Seven of Wands, and here you see one wand being burned or lit, while the other 6 kind of stand aside as it is illuminated. So what this means is basically you are standing up for your truth, your belief, your resonance. And where does the truth come from? It comes from obviously your heart, your intuition, your higher consciousness. And that is what is going to keep you moving forward. That's what brings you can empty everything. You can get rid of drugs and alcohol and women and boys and porn. It doesn't matter what you get rid of. Like, there's still going to be something inside of you. I'm saying you can get rid of all material excess and you'll feel completely empty. And honestly, it's beneficial, because what will be left is your inner flame. And today it is reversed, and at the 7 you have a truth. At the 7 you recognized something that was working. At the 6 you're like, oh yeah, victory, I have this truth, I have this understanding, because the 5 was all about the struggle and destruction. And at the 6 you're like, I see it, the truth. And then you get it to the 7 and you're like, oh, well, maybe I need to go back and start all over, and not start all over, but go back to the 6, because what I learned at the 6 was simply a small aspect of the truth, but not the entire overarching theme. So here, the 7 of Wands is you standing up for your own beliefs, and you courageously saying, this is who I am, and world, you're gonna have to accept me for my eccentricities, right? But it's reversed. So for whatever reason you're not having that flame, that energy today, it's kind of sunken within yourself because of all external judgments around you, and you don't stand up for your beliefs. So, let's say you support Black Lives Matters, and someone on Facebook, bashes them because of whatever happens in the news, and you don't speak your truth, right? That's you not standing up for your belief and letting other people's ideas and passions, regardless of what they are, be larger than your truth, and you're not standing up for it. So this is the object that we have the most control over today. So please be aware of any time, and I'm not saying go out and just force the issue and just beat people up with your truth. No. It's quiet resolution. It's always picking your battles. And recognizing that fire will always burn. It's never going to leave you just because you don't stand up once. But today, for whatever reason, your boss yells at you and says, why didn't you do this? And you don't give them the reasons why. You just say, okay, it won't happen again, whatever. And yeah, 7 of Wands, right? It's that simple. You're not standing up today for your inner truth, like telling your parents that you want to be a tarot reader. Hey, come home close to home. Like, I have told my parents that, and I stood up for that, and it didn't necessarily was received the way I wanted it. But that's okay, because people are their own people. But today, for whatever reason, whatever you are going through, you don't necessarily feel comfortable yet. Maybe you don't truly understand your truth. Maybe you're second guessing your truth. Maybe it was something in passing, or it's like, oh, I wanted to do that when I was a kid, but now I'm all grown up and I have to go make money, right? So you're doubting your own integrity. You're doubting what you have seen deep in your subconscious, right? What has been bubbling up and saying, hey, pay attention to me. This is what you need. This is where you want to go. This is what you care about. And at times you stand up, and at other times you don't. And today is one of those days where you don't feel like you have the necessary strength to speak your truth, or stand up on 2 feet and come out of the closet with whatever it is you want to tell society and your friends and family. Today's that not there. But again, this is what we have the most control of. So technically, it is there. You do have this in you, and at any time you can speak your truth. You just need to choose when and where. So it could be today if you choose that, or you'll let it go. Today's not the right time, and eventually it'll eat at you, because that's what the truth does, because it wants to come to the surface and be released, and that will feel so much better for you. And I recommend you say your truth sooner than later, because it will slowly just eat at you until eventually you don't have much control over it, and you just purge it out of you, so to speak. Okay, now the thing that you have the least control over is the Empress reversed. Now, the Empress is pure femininity. It is the archetypal woman, right? So we're talking about mystery, we're talking about wonder, we're talking about awe, we're talking about receiving and giving and nurturing. Someone who symbolizes, there's the word I'm looking for, symbolizes unconditional love, right? Mother Earth, Gaia. Think how bad we treat her, and yet she still provides her bounty. That's motherly love, unconditional. I will still give you the ability to sprout new forms, new children on this earth, regardless of how you treat me. Now, this is the energy that we have the least control over, and it's the Empress. So this energy, whether it be in our life and it be our actual mother, or it be someone that we look at who takes care of us, like a hospice worker, or your godmother, or someone like that, or even it could be a mentor or a teacher, or it could be literally within yourself. But this energy of wanting to give, the energy of wanting to listen and take things in. Oh, show me what you have today. Oh, wow, how creative you are. Giving positivity back, letting you feel like you're important, that you're wanted, that what you are is unique and special. That energy is in reverse, and that simply just means too much. What I guess you would say chaos, because the archetypal woman, that's horrible. The archetype of a woman is the idea of she's form, right? She's fluid. She flows. She's like water. And if you can think of water as your emotions, you can move with it, and you can take it all in, and you can receive, but then also it can be extremely powerful. Mother Nature is extremely powerful when you make her unbalanced, right? And so there is a breaking point to women, to the female ideal, and that is simply being pulled in so many directions that they lose sense of themselves. And when they lose sense of themselves, they no longer know how to give of themselves, because they have been stretched so far and so thin that they don't even recognize their themselves anymore. So we need to be especially cognizant and aware of our emotions today, of how we treat other people, with how other people are viewing us, treating us, giving to us, and we need to let them know that we appreciate them, because the energy today of is that we can't really control. It's just going to pass. Is the idea of like your mother or the person that loves and cares for you is simply just strung out. Like they've had it too much. They're worn thin. They have very little patience left. They have very little nurturing to give because they had so much taken from them that they haven't had the opportunity to replenish themselves yet. And so we need to do whatever we can to replenish that energy. And the way we can do that is by giving and also recognizing the giving that they have given us. So it's reciprocal. It's the idea of just saying thank you and being aware and not taking advantage of and not asking for more, but being thankful for what we have been given today. So this is today's daily this is today's daily meditative reading. Overall, it is a very good day because the wheels have turned in our favor, and it looks like the next coming weeks or months look extremely favorable in anything and everything that we do. We're just simply on top, and that feels really good. For whatever reason, we are keeping our truth inside of us today. At any time, you can choose to change that. And just be aware of any type of female, any type of feminine energy. Recognize how much they give of themselves and to us. And let's try to give them some time. Let's give them a break. Let's let them feel recharged. That way they can do what is natural to them, and that is to be abundant and nurturing and giving of their unconditional love. So let's see, looking at the numbers, if you like to do numerology, which I do, the Wheel of Fortune is the 10 in the Major Arcana. You have the 7 of Wands, and then you have the Empress, which is also the 3 in the Major Arcana card. So you have 10 and 7 at 17, 17 and 3 is 20, 20 reduces down to 2, and 2 is polarization. It's the idea of opposites. It's you have the fire and the water, the yin and the yang. It's duplicity in its finest form. It's also the start of communication. It's the start of seeing the differences as well as the likenesses of what is happening in our life and our thoughts and so on and so forth. So with the 2, we are simply communicating, we are building bridges, we are seeing division as well as duplicity, polar opposites of each other, and that gives us the ability to understand both items. So yin and yang today. Again, this is Lost Connection Tarot. My name is Benjamin Snavely. This was a daily meditative reading for Wednesday, September 23rd, 2020. If you liked what you heard, please hit like or subscribe. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. I would love to hear from you and tell me anything about this video or what you think or anything else. So have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.